Alright guys, we're back turning wrenches on the Jeep project. When I did the tune-up last week, I noticed a lot of grime and grudge, just sludge down there. I can't tell if it's leaking, probably is, it's a Jeep. So we're going to use some engine degreaser. I'm going to spray it down. I let the engine cool way down. I'm going to spray it down real good. We're going to let it sit 10-15 minutes, I think it says. 5 minutes. Wait about 5 minutes. It says we're going to give it a good 5, 10, 15 minutes. And then we're going to hose it off real quick. And then I can watch and see if there is a leak, where it's coming from. I have a better idea of where it's coming from before I go tearing everything apart, trying to find out if it's a head gasket, a valve gasket, or it's just dirt and grime. So come on over. So shake it up real good. Shake it. I'm going to try to stay away from electrical components. I'm going to do my best not to get them. We're going to spray this in there. Hopefully we don't break anything. All right, we're going to get that in there. Doesn't take a whole lot. Smells really bad. We're just going to spray that in there. Come around here. Spray a couple spots. They got some grease and grudge on it. And then once I get that cleaned up and sprayed down, I'll have a better idea if there are leaks and where they're coming from. And hopefully I can fix them. While we're letting that engine degreaser sit, today we're doing an oil change. Now this is a great way to save some money, get in touch with your car, know if things are gonna go wrong or wrong. You can get under there, you can check, see if there's any real leaks. You can know it's put back together properly. It's so easy. My son can do it. And my son is going to do it today. He's 12 years old, he's doing the oil change today. It's that easy. But something I wanted to show you, my oil pressure gauge does its own thing when it's running. It's probably the oil sending unit, sensor unit. I don't know what it's called. But I'm going to change the oil and I'm going to see if that fixes it. If it doesn't, then I know it's a sensor. Got to go buy a sensor. We'll make that another video. All right, this job is super simple. All we need, oil filter, TG16 frame, 5/8 socket on a 1/2-inch drive ratchet, and 5 quarts of motor oil. That's it. That's all we need. Let's go. So, this is your oil pan. It's a transmission oil pan. The drain plug is over here, 5/8 socket. We don't need a big meaty wrench. Nice and simple. You want something to catch the oil in. We got a little pot here found in the house, whatever. All right, take the drain plug out. All right. Now do it by hand. There you go. Now it's gonna come out pretty quick. Probably gonna make a mess. We're outside, not a big deal. Try not to get it run down your arm into your armpit. That's no fun. And we have oil. All right, so at this point you can look at the oil. You can inspect this, no metal shavings. Looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. The oil looks good, doesn't look burnt, doesn't smell bad.
Smells like oil.
It's a pretty color. All right. So we're gonna go back up. So while that's draining, we're gonna take off our cap. This is where we put the oil in when we're ready. Other way. Nope.
Yep.
Take that off. Perfect. Take a look at it. How does it look? Good. And then down here is our oil filter. Now, I don't have a filter wrench, and I don't want to buy one. So what I did is I took my belt, I put this through here, like so, put it around, can you see it? Put it around, and then I just used the leverage to take it off. Simple. All right, pop that off. Unscrew that.
Unscrew which one?
Oil filter. Just unscrew it. Try not to let it fall. If it does, not a big deal.
Like that.
Like that.
If I get out, ooh, hot, 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 hot.
Can you reach it?
Yep. It's just hot. Ugh.
Get that out of there.
It's slimy. Hold on.
It is slimy. There's a hole in the center. Stick your thumb in the hole in the center. There you go.
Hot, 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 hot.
All right.
Hot.
So, that looks good. Seal's not broken. It's not burnt. Pretty nice. Put that in the pot
Okay.
so we can pour the oil in.
Like this?
Yep. All right, so my son's arms are a little short. Go ahead, put it on. So he's working from under the car. Still as simple. And boom, it's on. Now, we're going to do it hand tight, but we're going to do it my hand tight. Right? So you just want to snug it on there, and you'll be just fine. Just nice and snug. Beautiful. Perfect. Now it's time to put some oil in there. Put the drain plug back.
Alright. Snug that.
Just do it in reverse. Now you want to make sure this goes in straight. We want to make sure it goes in nice and smooth. We don't want to strip it. We don't want to cross thread it. If we ruin this, put it in hand tight first. All the way hand tight first. Other way. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Alright, perfect. It goes in so super smooth. We're not going to strip it. We're not going to cross thread it. We'll be fine. Now you just want to snug that down. Make sure your wrench is going the right way. If you have to, put it in by hand. Other way.
Come on, Kevin. You just did this.
All right. Now, snug it up.
This way is wrong. Twist it. There it goes. Come on.
There you go.
There we go.
All right, nice and snug. I'm gonna double check it, and then we're gonna put oil on it. Here we have funnel. I guess I didn't mention that in the beginning. Not imperative, but it keeps you from making a terrible mess. Now, I don't have an owner's manual for my Jeep. So, I don't know if it's 4.5 quarts, 5 quarts. I have a good idea that it's right around 5. So, we're just going to pour, 3/4 of this in. We're going to check it with the dipstick. And then we're just going to keep adding a little more and a little more until it's right. And we'll show you that. So, before we start pouring oil, drain plugs in, check. Filters in, check. That's it. There's only 2 things, right? This is so simple. All right, so you're going to pour oil but you're gonna try not to pour it all over my engine. So climb up there, get comfortable, don't scratch anything, don't break anything. Come around here. Check. Alright. Start pouring oil, not all of it. There's a little guide on the side. I don't know if you guys can see it. Right. Keep going, keep going. You got a long way to go.
It smells like bacon. Grease.
Really? I don't get that. I think it smells like motor oil.
I just smell oil. Is that it?
A little bit more, and then we'll start checking it. Could you stop pouring it all over my engine? I think we poured a full quart all over the engine.
Sorry.
This engine's gonna smoke. They're gonna smoke like a whole beater. Oh, there's puddles of oil everywhere. Did I say this job was simple? Right? It's his first oil change. But if we can do it, I have no doubt you guys can do it. All right, so what do we got in there? Let's check we got about 3 quarts in there, I think. Well, we probably have 2.5, and we got 1 quart on my engine. So, clean up some of this oil mess. I'm just gonna do a little bit more just to speed up the process here.
His arms are stronger.
Yeah, my arms are longer. That is a definite advantage. That I don't have to climb in the engine bay. All right, so put the cap back on. Find the cap. Where's the cap? You lost the cap?
Nope, cap right here.
Put the cap on. Make sure it's closed.
Come on, there you go. Grab the dipstick.
Not yet. I'm gonna start the engine. Get your hands out.
Everybody back
Make
away.
sure there's nothing. Make sure there's nothing in the engine.
Back away while doing this.
Let it run for about 30 seconds to a minute. Just let that oil get through the engine. Let it get into all the places it needs to be. If we just checked it, if we didn't start it first and we checked it, the oil goes straight down the engine into the oil pan. And it doesn't give us a real good reading of what our oil level. So if we're going to run it a little bit, the oil's going to circulate, and then we'll get a better reading, and we'll know how close we are. So, come on over here. Both of you.
Okay, sorry.
All right, so this says engine oil on it. It's your engine oil dipstick. Can you see it? Right here. All right, pull that out. All the way out. Wipe it off. Wipe it off. Put it back in. You want to wipe it off first because you just ran the engine and that sent oil up. A little bit of oil up. Another false reading. We don't want all these false readings. Slide it back in. All the way down. Snug it in. Pull it out. Nice and slow.
And it may be a little bit hard to put in.
All right, where are we at? All right, can you see this? It says add safe and then there's little lines. That's add, and this area is where we want it to be. So we need some oil. Might need to go buy another quart since there's a quart in my engine. So we're gonna put this in just like we did. Make sure your funnels are clean too. You don't want any debris getting into the engine oil, into the compartment. That's no bueno. All right, we're gonna put this back in. And now we really don't have to run the car again for the second check. Where's my towel?
It's gonna turn off.
So, go ahead, check it again.
Pull it out. Wipe it.
Tell them what you're doing.
I'm wiping it. Gotta wipe it down. Gotta make sure it says engine oil up and down. And you're not putting it in upside down. Then put it back in. Snug. Pull it out. And we're in the safe.
Show them.
See, right there. We're in the middle of the safe.
And that's about where we want to be. Now what we're gonna do is button it back up. Now you're done. You've just done an oil change. Took us 15 minutes, I think. Just did his first oil change. My engine got a nice coat of oil on it. So what we'll do is we'll drive, not today, just normal driving, just go about your business, do your thing, and you know, in 50 miles or 100 miles, just take a peek at it. Look at pull your dipstick out, make sure you're still in the safe. You may need to add another quart. Probably not, but we're gonna clean this up a little bit. And go check that oil sensor, oil pressure sensor thingamahoo's it. All right, let's go check it. It's still pegged at 80. All right, still doing its own thing. So there's another video. We can take care of that. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Broke Guy with a Jeep. My boys, listen, if we can do it, you can do it. Check us out next video.